Oh, finally, I made it to Shiraitonotaki. Shiraitonotaki. I am exhausted, but refreshed just by seeing this and the wares of their waterfall. This was amazing, worth the insanity of the day. This was the prize. It's a good reminder, never give up. Unfortunately, I tend to forget that every day of my life. So I'll have to think of ways to remind myself more than once daily. But for now, this is a good reminder. It's kind of nice. It's not always in life you have these experiences where you went through something and it was harder than you thought. It could either just simply be a one-day excruciating thing like this, or it could be something even a lot more intense going to this. Of course, I could have saved a lot of pain. Hey, running out of car, driven out with my international driver's permit a few days ago. Could have been more active other times, but I can't change the past. And I just enjoy the present and learn to do better for the future. Not live in the past, but to remember fondly the memories of the past, so I can remember in the bad times there's good, and not to rue over the hard times of the past, the present, when hard times are present, but to look at them and to learn from them, maybe to understand why they happen, know why, then if you can change, then how, and even if you can't change it, how you could react to it better. Since most of the time you can't control your circumstances, sometimes you can, and when you can, I think it's healthy to do that. But most of the time you can't. But you can always control your attitude, and that's something that I'm saying more to remind myself, instead necessarily you people watching the video, because I've needed that in my life lately. But for all of you who get something out of it, I want you to get that exact same message out of it. Yeah, you could tell by all that explanation, this took longer than I thought. I thought, oh, biking, not gonna be that bad, and I'm technically going around Mount Fuji, so there might not be a ton of elevation gain. But I was mistaken, and I could ride a bike sort of fine, but didn't realize seat wasn't really adjusted well. Don't know if I have the tools to do that. Just didn't do that, but also it is going uphill, made it harder, and I'm not good at that. I'm a lot better at hiking, better at riding. So, not really the best runner or hiker. I mean, runner or, and especially biker. But I at least have stamina to walk, and so I kept walking. Anyways, I'll just bring out another moral lesson for absolutely no reason. Just joking, there's a reason. Because it just came to my mind. And that is, even when you can't walk. And even when you can't walk, still stand up and look forward. You might need to take a break, but don't go back. I mean, maybe there might be times you realize you made a wrong life decision and you can still stop it. But I mean, don't go back on progressing in life, on developing, on becoming a better person. Because you might believe this is a bunch of bull, but I believe and know each of you are made in God's image. And even the worst of the worst are still made in God's image. And I doubt, and I hope that most of you aren't the worst of the worst. Because to be honest, I don't like some of those people. Even though they're all made in God's image. But, yeah, God still definitely hates the sin. And there's the theological idea of God able to both hate and love the sinner at the same time. But that's a hard concept to explain. So, and that's getting into some, both preachy stuff and controversial Christian stuff. But yeah. But anyways, just saying, you might not be convinced being made in God's image like I am. But as I was saying earlier, I want you to take away from this to never, ever give up. And if you have given up, then get back up. You gave up one day, but you're still around. There's still the opportunity to make chance of a new day and to strive for the best. For yourself, for God, for your friends, for your family, for your neighbors, all that stuff. This is Mateo from Postmodern Czechoslovakia War Factory, and this is what is called, why am I forgetting names? Speaking of doing best here, we're trying to. Shiraitonotaki. Taki is a Japanese word for waterfall. Shiraitonotaki. Ja, またね。